Yes, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe to the channel. We're gonna take a look at the Foch 155 today, because that one is going to get nerfed. Might get nerfed in update 6.7. Technically speaking, it might get nerfed because it is still in open test. It was on open test, but 9 out of 10 times the things that are shown on open test come into the game proper, and this tank will get 975 with the first shot. Boom! And he's gonna try again because Foch has got an autoloader. Oh, it's ridiculous. I mean, it is a tank with a 640 Alpha gun, and hello. Oh, there was actually just splash damage, but it's a tank with an autoloading gun. It had a single shotgun, but then Wargaming decides to give it an autoloading dual shotgun, and that means that you can do 2,710 damage in the first minute of the game. It's freaking ridiculous. It's completely monstrous. I've covered this tank before. I've covered it in update, I don't know, what was it, open test 6.3 or whatever. And basically all the contributors said, well, we can understand why you want to give the Foch the autoloading gun, because it had that gun on PC, it had that gun there with 4 or 5 shots maybe, so people will want to get the Foch on Blitz with an autoloading gun as well. But what I never quite understood, and same goes for Meaty and Urnabex and Skate and all the other contributors, why give a tank with an autoloading gun better DPM than with a single shot gun? It just doesn't make any freaking sense. Especially if you give it a 640 Alpha per shot on AP and 960 on HE for all the shells. It's ludicrous. It's bizarre. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And that's a Foch 155 down there, as you can see on B-cam. And look what is going to happen now. Boom! Hello! Are you having fun in your Foch 155 in your really quick tier 10 French tank destroyer? I mean, the tank has it all. It has got ludicrous frontal armor. Yes, it has a rangefinder on top and a machine gun port, and it has a lower plate. But get this thing hull down, and so many shots are going to bounce off your front plate. It's insane. It has got the mobility to drive around tier 10 heavy tanks. It has the mobility to keep up with strafing medium tanks of the same tier, let alone stock tier 9 tanks. I'm feeling really sorry for you, Leopard PTA, if you're trying to circle this tank stock. And the nerf to the tank is fully justified, make no mistake about that, because currently it's sitting in the top #1 spot for damage dealt per battle at 2,446. It might change a little bit once you view this video, but it's the best performing tier 10 tank destroyer currently. But there's a few catches to it. While we're looking at Kiss My Shile from the Volley clan, delivering well above 7k damage. Let's take a good look at the tank in Blitz Hangar. And just before we switch, here's the perspective from the tank Zeitgeist poll. You can see it, I'm not lying, I'm not making things up. But let's look at this. With the autoloader you get 3,158 base DPM. Using the single shot gun, 2,503. That is above 1 shot more when using an autoloading gun. It just doesn't make any sense, because all the other stats, except for rate of fire and reload time, are the same. Just look at that. I mean, you even get better base aim time. You get better base aim time with the autoloading gun. You get a better rotation dispersion with the autoloading gun. Why would you want to mount a single shotgun? It's completely stupid. And what's even more stupid is when you decide to mount the single shotgun on the 6.7 proposed changes, I mean they are still technically proposed changes. It's not going to be in the game proper. But even then, your DPM will drop if you are using the single shotgun, because your alpha damage will go to 560, your DPM will drop even more using AP and even more using heat, but you do not suffer that when you're using the autoloading gun. This is the single shotgun, this is the autoloading gun. Why would you want to mount that one? It's completely, it's stupid. It really is. Even with the HE damage, it gets dropped. And I can understand that. I mean, you could practically delete a grill in 2 shots with the double shotgun. But why not give this gun 640 alpha on AP and 960 on HE? And then what you get 560 on heat. I don't give a freaking damn what's it like. But give the autoloading gun 560 on AP, 680 on HE. Why not do that? Why not give the Foch a proper choice of guns? And you see the numbers over there. I mean, the Foch is getting nerfed and buffed at the same time. Because the alpha damage is going down to 560 per shot, which then sparks some wargaming logic and think, well, this tank has a lower plate, which is a weak spot, the sides are very thin and which can be penetrated with HE easily. It has got 2 tracks, so people can track it on the left side and also on the right, and it has a rangefinder on top, which is a weak spot technically. Let's buff the rate of fire. It doesn't make any sense. If you buff that rate of fire on the tank, the DPM is still pretty good. And even if you would give the single shotgun a 640 alpha, then you would go towards 2860 damage per minute. Even with 560 alpha with the buffed rate of fire, the dual shotgun has better DPM. That's insane, and it has some ridiculous, look at this, ridiculous RNG. It's for touché. I mean, the reload is longish. Just look at this. We're looking at Horizon over here. He has a 17-second reload for 1280 DPM, 1280 damage, burst damage. That's not too bad considering the maps in World of Tanks Blitz. If you can circumvent the entire map in just about 1 minute and then come up onto a position like this where everybody's on the low ground and you're the only tank practically on the high ground. Just look at that ST. I mean, that's an ST1. That is a fairly good tier 9 Russian heavy tank. And Horizon has done 2000 damage within the first minute of the game, while that little bit of running around. He basically has the Reds down there, and they really can't do anything. The standard B is kind of in the way, so let me move forward. I'm a Foch, no problem whatsoever. I'm gonna shoot. No, I'm not gonna shoot this tank because he's behind cover. Let's shoot this T123 once through the drive wheel. There we go. And everybody's gonna shoot the standard B, or pretty much everybody. We're gonna shoot you again through the drive wheel. There we go. 597 damage dealt. You have a repair pack, but I'll just wheel around. I bounce the return shot. There we go. And then just Foch you. Because why not? If Wargaming want to make this a balanced tank, then I think what they would need to do is give 560 alpha on the autoloader, which would get the DPM to about 3000 or so, 2700 or whatever, but do not increase that rate of fire. Just give it a 560 alpha shot. But give it a single shot, a 640 alpha gun with a buffed rate of fire. That would mean that the Foch, as I've said before, is a tank that has a proper choice of guns. Big tanks, big guns like this, like the T-57 Heavy with 3 shots in a magazine, they have a far longer reload with less mobility and less armor up front. This tank has it all. It can keep up with medium tanks. It can keep up with basically any tank in the game. And even well-driven medium tanks, oh, that shot misses. It actually, oh, it hit. It hit the tracks. And tanks like a T-54 or an Object 140, which are just powerhouses in terms of medium speed. I mean, this 140 has had enough. He's thinking, oh, I'm just going to move away. I'm just going to kill the standard B, and then I'm not going to face a Foch head on. Even tier 9 and tier 10 medium tanks with good mobility have problems going around a Foch, and especially if that tank has a broken engine, he has no hope in hell to survive. Foch 155 nerf. Is that needed? Yes, it is pretty much needed, but just look at this. 7,336 damage dealt. He didn't even need a freaking team. He didn't need it. And the tank doesn't need a team, and if a tank doesn't quite need a team, then it needs a nerf. But please, Wargaming, buff the rate of fire on a single shotgun, nerf the autoloader, and we'll all be happy. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe. I catch you all on the next video. Cheers and happy tanking!